The Batman deleted scene reveals Barry Keoghan's Joker pitted against Robert Pattinson. Watch. Matt Reeves' The Batman may not have had an after-credits stinger, but a newly released deleted scene opens the door for a sequel with Keoghan. Batman is back, again. Warner Bros. Has released a never-before-seen scene between Robert Pattinson's Batman and Barry Keoghan as the Joker in a deleted sequence from The Batman. Watch below. Writer-director Matt Reeves shared a screenshot of the scene on Twitter, writing, "Who gets the last laugh?" The 5-minute scene was also presented as a prize to those who completed the Ratolita.com Riddler puzzle. Batman is shown meeting the Joker in Arkham Asylum and presenting the baddie with a stack of papers, which the Joker teases is marking their first anniversary. Batman asks for the Joker's help in understanding a serial killer on the loose. The scene also features a fuller glimpse at Keoghan's physical transformation, which includes intense scarring on the skull, hands, and face, for the famed role outside of his brief cameo as an unseen Arkham inmate in The Batman. Fans have already compared Keoghan's mannerisms to Heath Ledger's Oscar-winning turn as the comic book villain in The Dark Knight. Reeves previously told Collider that the scene was cut because it didn't fit within the larger narrative of The Batman. "Not because anyone asked me to cut it, but I didn't think it was necessary," Reeves said. But it's a really cool scene with that same unseen prisoner in Arkham. There was an earlier scene where Batman, because he's getting these cards and letters from the Riddler, and he's thinking, why is this guy writing to me? I'm supposed to be anonymous and he's putting a lens on me. I don't like that, and so he goes to kind of profile this kind of serial killer. Reeves continued, and you see him meeting with somebody who is obviously a serial killer himself, who, because it's not Batman's origin, but it is the origins of all these other characters, you're seeing a version of this character who, yes, when you see the unknown prisoner, you're like, well, gee, I think that's who that is. Well, that is who that is, but he's not yet that character. I always say, you don't set out with a movie like this to make a chapter 1, unless you're making 2 movies at once, because then you know you really are making 2 halves of the same story, Reeves said. But in this case, I have plenty of ideas about where it goes. The Batman releases deleted Joker scene with Barry Keoghan and Robert Pattinson. The Batman director Matt Reeves released a deleted scene from his superhero epic on Thursday featuring Robert Pattinson's Caped Crusader facing off against his classic nemesis, the Joker, played by Barry Keoghan. The scene is available after visiting a website that mimics the word puzzles posed by the Riddler, Paul Dano, in the movie. As Reeves explained to Variety in an interview in February, the scene follows Batman's discovery that the Riddler has killed the Gotham City Police Commissioner, leaving behind another of his cryptic notes addressed to the Batman. Unnerved by the Riddler's interest in him, Batman decides to seek out insight into what makes the Riddler tick. I thought he would be really insecure about this and he'd probably want to find some way to get into the Riddler's mindset, like in Manhunter or Mindhunter, this idea of profiling somebody, so you can predict his next move, Reeves said. The filmmaker liked the idea of suggesting to the audience that Gotham is rife with villains just on the edge of the story, and that Keoghan's Joker is one of the first enemies Batman captures. Almost our anniversary, isn't it? Joker tells Batman in the scene. Noted Reeves, you realize that they have a relationship, and that this guy obviously did something, and Batman somehow got him into Arkham. Batman pushes Joker for reasons why Riddler is doing what he's doing, and why he's leaving notes for Batman at all of his crimes. Maybe he's a fan of yours? Joker says. Or maybe he's got a grudge against you, too. Maybe you're the main course. The scene crescendos with Joker taunting Batman with the unsettling truth that there's a part of him that agrees with Riddler's decision to dispatch Gotham leaders who are mired in corruption. I think somewhere, deep down, you're just terrified, because you're not sure he's wrong, Joker says, dissolving into cackles. In his earlier interview with Variety, Reeves went far more in depth into why he ultimately deleted this scene but kept a follow-up scene at the end of the Batman in which Joker and Riddler connect in adjacent cells in the Arkham State Hospital, and how he developed the Joker's look with Keoghan and makeup artist Michael Marino.